everyone, and welcome to our newest segment, Never Too Late for Love. This is where we meet some inspiring couples that may have met over 50, over 60, over 70, even over 80, and have found love again later in life. Today we're going to be talking with Camilla and Phil and hearing their really inspiring story. Hi Camilla and Phil, welcome to Over 50 So What? And welcome to this exciting new segment, Never Too Late for Love, and I can't wait to share your amazing story with everybody today. So just tell us first, Camilla and Phil, where are you this minute?
We're at our new property in Badalla, New South Wales, which we love.
So where were you living when you first met?
I was living in Bomaderry in the Shoalhaven in New South Wales on the south coast.
And I was living in Crookwell up on the southern tablelands in New South Wales. It was about just over 2-hour drive between the two places.
And what were you doing for jobs, you two, at the time?
I was working as a registered nurse in a children's ward in the Shoalhaven Hospital. So I was on shift work, and I'd not long given up my full-time job as a business owner, but I was back on the wards, and that didn't help me with trying to find somebody, I might add. Shift work's horrible. So, yeah, a lot of night shifts, evening shifts, day shifts. It was very tiring.
And what about you, Phil? What were you doing for work?
I was working full-time as an electrician for an electrical distribution company, and being on standby as well, so I could be out working 2 o'clock in the morning also, depending on faults and things like that.
So there you've got, you're living miles apart from each other, hours apart, you're both doing odd hours, night shift, day shift, weekends, all over the shop. How on earth were you ever going to connect and meet with each other? So that's what we want to find out. How did this all happen?
Not a good relationship before, so I was for a long time on my own, and I decided that I didn't really need a relationship. It was my daughter, my 17-year-old daughter, that said, you know, Mum, you just need someone to share your life with. You've got so much to offer. And I just looked at her and thought, what do you mean? I've got so much to offer. I've been a business owner for 10 years. I'm on shift work. I didn't tell her this. I have a teenage daughter living with me. So who would want me anyway? I said, anyway, I could probably just meet someone online. Oh, sorry, meet someone in the shopping centre, because, meet them in the supermarket. And she said, but Mum, you do your shopping online. And I went, oh, yes, where am I going to meet someone then if I do my supermarket shopping online? Yeah.
And what about you, Phil?
I'd also just come out of an unhappy marriage, and that was finished. And I was quite happy to be on my own. And I thought, no, I don't want to meet anybody yet. There's no need. Well, that's what I thought anyway.
So both of you are thinking, oh yeah, I'm fine on my own. If it happens, it happens. I'm not putting any effort into it or any focus into it. So then what happens?
Well, after my daughter said, well, why don't you try going online? You do shopping online, so why don't you shop for a man online? Okay, how do I do that? And I had a look at RSVP, and it's a little bit scary at first when you've never done anything like that before. But she took my photos, and then I had to write my profile and get it on online. So I did that, and it's amazing how quickly a female can get a response online, not from Phil at the time. And so I had to tweak my profile and make it a little more interesting and kind of sort of squeeze out, what's the word I'm looking for here? Squeeze out those that I really didn't want to have anything to do with, because you've got all sorts of people that might pop you a message. And so I was fairly particular. I thought at this stage of my life, no, I'm going to be very particular about what I want. And so I wrote my profile, and one of the important things in my profile is that my suitor would be someone who had really good grammar. So I did that, and then this one hits the message button.
As I said before, I had no interest whatsoever. But you're on the internet, you're surfing on the internet, looking around at various bits and pieces. And in those days, there was this constant barrage of ads on the sidebar of the internet browser for dating sites, online dating sites. And I thought, no, that's ridiculous. I'm not even going to look at that. And I just kept on my merry way doing the internet thing for days. And finally, it did get the better of me. And I thought, well, is it possible to meet somebody online? So I did. I went online to RSVP. I hadn't signed up or anything like that. And just started looking through the first couple of pages of ladies, and I thought, no, these ladies aren't for me, And I think I got to the third page and I saw this picture, and these eyes just sang out to me. They were so beautiful. They just laughed at me. And I thought, this lady is looking into my soul. And I sent her a message straight away and then signed up straight away.
That is the most incredible story. I've never ever heard that before. Someone's just poking around, having a look. Oh, boom! That's it. I want to meet her. So obviously the
Yes.
universe was working some miracle there.
And I was absolutely convinced that I wasn't going to meet anybody that way.
And Carol, I've only been online for 5 days. 5 days.
We started chatting online. We chatted online for about 3 weeks. We hadn't had a phone call, and we chatted for hours. And because of our shift work, and in particular Camilla's shift work, it was a real lottery when I got the chance to chat to her. It was very odd hours that we were chatting, and I remember particularly one night we finished, I think it was about 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'd worked a full day, and I was pretty tired by the end of it. And as soon as we hung up the chat, I fell asleep straight away, and my head rested on the keyboard. I woke up about 3 hours later and looked in the mirror, and I had the imprint of QWERTY across my forehead.
So you chatted online for about 3 weeks before you spoke on the phone, and then how long before you actually saw each other physically face to face?
Got to meet him. Oh, that's exciting but scary at the same time.
And I was terrified as well. It's been an awfully long time since I dated anybody, about over 30 years. So it was a big change, yes, big change.
And where did you pop the question, Phil?
We were parked overnight in the motorhome, and I got down on my knee in the motorhome.
Why did you get down on your motorhome?
It was
This
suggested.
is the hills behind us, like, you're expecting Julie Andrews to come out from behind us. But we're inside the motorhome. It's now getting dark. And you?
And I. So yes, I proposed in the motorhome, and Camilla accepted. And
So the wedding was at your home in Bomaderry?
Just moved in. So Phil did a lot of work on the weekends. He'd come down and help me get things started and plants in. And I found out he was a really good gardener.
I did hear the police had to come out. What happened there? You've got it.
well, I think for an older couple getting married at home, and if the police come around at midnight because it's too loud, I think that's wonderful.
We had left early, and the police didn't come around once. They came around twice. Twice. I think my son just kind of like, yeah, okay, well, yes, we'll tone it down.
So tell us, what would your words of advice be to someone that's over 50, over 60, even over 70, that's single, about finding love in the future?
I'd say don't give up. And if I was to quote Michael Bublé, I'd say wherever you are, whenever it's right, you'll come out of nowhere and into my life.
Oh, that's beautiful, honey. Well, Michael Bublé was our theme song, which was it called? I Just Haven't Met You Yet.
Haven't met you yet.
That was my song I used to put on all the time and just say, I just haven't met you yet. I think if I had any advice for people, I won't look on such a romantic note, because I feel you need to be really grounded and know what you want, and question why you want a relationship. Because in the beginning I didn't want one, but it's, do you want someone to help live a life with you, to experience all your life's fun and challenges as well? Do you want someone because they're funny? Do you want someone because they're independent, financially stable? Maybe they've got a status symbol. What do you want out of this? Do you want someone just as company? And I made a list about 9 months before I met you. I made a list and I put it in a pink envelope and put it away. I still have the list. It's in a box somewhere. We haven't unpacked everything. And in it, I had to be really specific about what I wanted. And I wanted someone who was at least 180 centimetres tall, that he was financially stable, that he accepted my humour, that we had similar goals in life, similar philosophies. And I went through all this range of things, right, which you sort of want. And I also said that he had to have a full set of hair on his head. And he came out exactly in my list that I wrote, which I thought was pretty amazing. When we both went through it, it was like, oh my gosh, look at that. But the important thing is to say what you want as well as what you feel you can give to the relationship too. Such a good man in amongst it all. You know, he's a good man. They got to look for that too, girls.
Well, congratulations to you both, and just proving that it's never too late for love.
Never too late for love.
Go for it.
Excellent. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm sure everyone's going to love hearing your story.
It's been fun, and thank you for the opportunity, Carol. It's been really fun.
Wonderful.
And we've reminisced.
Thanks for watching Over 50 So What? Fun, fitness, wellness and inspiration. We hope you've enjoyed the new segment, Never Too Late for Love. And if you're someone that's met someone later in life, that's found love later in life, please drop us a note through Facebook. We'd love to hear your story, and maybe you can come onto the show as well. If you have any comments, please drop us a note. And if you want some more fitness videos or to see the replays of the TV show, just jump on the YouTube channel. So we look forward to catching up with you again soon. Keep strong, keep active, and stay safe. Watching our TV show. Be sure to hit subscribe and we'll send you the latest TV episodes and videos. Like our Facebook page and please send us your comments, your stories and any inspiring people that you know. Over 50, so what?